the greenhouse, we have chilies and cucumbers and a few other odds and sods, as I call them. Yeah, so I'll show you some of these chilies. This is the vampire chili, and it's got some flowers on now. Lovely purple flowers. So quite an interesting looking plant. Yeah, really looking forward to seeing what the chilies are like. I'm expecting this one to be more of a decorative plant than one that I'm really excited to like taste. Although I will try the chilies and see what they're like. But yeah, I just think it looks pretty cool, the colour of the leaves and these purple flowers. I've also got some RG mango chilies. These are not, they haven't got flowers yet. Don't know what that is, but it looks like it might be orange wonder. Just from the shape of it. Yeah, I think so. I've also got peppers. Oh yeah, that's a lemon dream, so that's got a little pepper on it. I'm going to give these all a good tomato feed later today. This is the one that I'm most excited to try. This is the New Mex pumpkin spice, and it has little orange chilies that apparently have a bit of a pumpkin-y flavour to them, so it'll be really interesting to see if that's correct. Ooh, and I can see a flower. There we go. Ooh, that is really exciting. So yeah, this is the one I'm the most looking forward to tasting. As I've said before, I did give up labelling because I had so many plants, so many chili plants. It's not the first time that I've had a massive, ridiculous amount of chili plants. But yeah, okay. Ooh, this is really exciting. I can see 3. I think that's a pepper lemon dream. Quite small. Yeah, so that's nice because hopefully they'll get bigger. A lot of these I think would be better off in bigger pots. But I've got through so much compost at the moment. Yeah, we'll see how we go. And over here, this is amazing. This is the most exciting thing to happen to me all week. My 2 cucumbers are doing very well, and I haven't done hardly, apart from water them, obviously, I've done hardly anything to them. So I just can't believe how easy it has been to grow these cucumbers. And see, we've got some. This is a variety called Beth, and they're quite a small variety. Apparently they're best when they're eaten 4 to 6 inches long. So we've got one there that looks almost ready. I did harvest one the other day and had it with my lunch, and it was very nice. And yeah, it looks like we're going to get some more. So really excited for cucumbers. Definitely be growing cucumbers again next year. Here's a few chilies that have been stuck in these little pots forever. This is a melon, a watermelon little darling, and it's the only one that germinated out of the melon seeds I sowed. And yeah, it doesn't look great. It was leggy because it was left under the lights for too long, but it is growing. So who knows? Maybe I'll be able to grow a watermelon or 2. You never know. I'll definitely keep you updated on that one. Yeah, and just some more chilies and basil down there. So that's what's going on in the greenhouse. Over here, the roses they've had their first good flush now. And so yeah, the deadheading's still ongoing. This is Vanessa Bell. I did do a little rose tour when they were sort of just getting into their first flush, so that is in one of my videos below if you want to see that. Yeah, so they've kind of had their first flush. And over here we have a sunflower and some tomatoes, and I've got 2 different varieties of tomato. I've got Indigo Rose, which is like a purpley colour, And actually, yeah, I'm surprised I've got some. I can see some. I've never tried this variety. I've no idea if I'm going to like it. I just thought, oh, I'll give it a try. So if anyone has tried Indigo Rose tomatoes, let me know what you thought of them. And that variety is Sun Gold, which is like an orange cherry tomato. I didn't mean to have so many tomato plants. I've actually got loads, but I hoped I'd be able to get rid of them all, but I haven't. So now I've just got loads and loads of tomato plants. Anyway, yeah, I've got loads of this feverfew, which does self-seed like mad and almost a bit too much, really. I do like it. It's looking lovely at the moment. And it's a very good cut flower as well, I find. But yeah, I do think these, yeah, around here it probably is a bit too congested for the roses now, with these geraniums and feverfew. Just in front of the greenhouse we've got sweet peas, which haven't been very happy. I gave them some feed and they didn't seem to like it at all. It was like a general multi-purpose flower food. I think maybe I should just have given them tomato feed, because I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they've just had their first flush and that's that, but they don't look too happy to me. So yeah, I've got down here, I've got some Thai basil. I don't even really use Thai basil for cooking much. Like I do love Thai food. I'm not even getting a flower. But I like growing Thai basil plants just because I just think they're really pretty. And the flowers are nice on them too. I probably should not let it flower. But yeah, I just really like them as an ornamental. And here I've got, yeah, more sweet peas, some grasses that I've grown from seed. This is Stipa tenuissima. And over here I've got my raspberries. So the raspberries are abundant at the moment, absolutely abundant. Every day I'm picking loads, and they seem to, once they ripen, they just go over so quickly. Yeah, really enjoying the raspberries at the moment. So that's great. I was thinking actually about raspberries and what a productive plant they are, and how little they cost me. So a lot of fruit and vegetables, I find it does cost you money to grow them. And you do question, am I actually saving money? Obviously you grow these things not just for that purpose, but if you are looking for something to grow that will save you money, I definitely suggest raspberries. And other kind of berries like gooseberries as well, because I literally don't do anything to them apart from cut them back. I give them a mulch just of leaves in the autumn, fallen leaves, and that's it. I don't do anything, and they just produce and produce and produce. So they are really efficient and productive crop. Obviously they do spread, and I've let this go mad because I wanted to, so just keep that in mind. Over here I've got more tomatoes, courgette there, and my squash, which I tried to create some kind of frame around to try and contain it, but I don't think this is going to like cut the mustard really. Yeah, I've got some sunflowers at the back there, which I'm really looking forward to. These are dahlias. These are just dahlias that come back every year. They're not new ones. And in front of that I've got some chives and some salad leaves, and my lovely blueberry, which has got some fruits on. They look quite small this year. Maybe they'll get bigger. Yeah, so we're getting there. We're getting really productive right now. I've got a few nice calendula with my strawberries there. In this little corner, this is where the nigella was. So the nigella was quite fleeting. I've cut that back now because it was just all going to seed and it was getting really, really messy. So I cut that back. It's given this peony here a bit of breathing space as well, because I was just getting swamped. And I've got some scabiosa, horrible name for a beautiful flower. This is Scabiosa Black Knight, and it is definitely one that needs staking. As you can see, I've staked them quite poorly. And they're definitely one that is more, I think, better as, you know, for the purposes of cutting for the vase. Obviously they can be a nice garden plant as well, but yeah, bear in mind you have to stake them, and they're really beautiful. I'm trying to get a good angle. Yeah, really beautiful sort of wine, dark wine red sort of colour. And really easy. And actually, I didn't think they were perennial, these varieties, but they've come back from last year, so they must be. But yeah, really nice. I need to cut some actually before they go over, because I think they are like a cut and come again type of flower. And then, so yeah, where the Nigella was, I've planted this is some more Scabiosa that I've grown from this year. So hopefully we'll get some late summer flowers from them. Over here, I actually quite like this little corner now. It's got my curly willow tree, which does struggle a bit when it's dry. I have to water that. It is quite a dry area, this part of the garden. And under that is the Hypericum, also known as St. John's wort, which has got this really nice berries on it. So a lot of the things in my garden I've planted because I got into floristry, and that's where I learned about a lot of different flower types. And so curly willow and Hypericum, both obviously good for flower arranging and making bouquets and things, so that's the reason they're there. Same with my eucalyptus. I planted that for cutting, although I generally don't really cut from it very much. Okay, so here is the Verbena Bonariensis, which I really love. And I've just listened to an RHS podcast about this actually, which was talking about what a great plant this is and how versatile it is, and how, you know, it's great for all different types of gardens, and apparently does very well in dry areas. So like I said, this is a dry area, so that's obviously why it's thriving, and I hope that it sells seeds everywhere because I just love it. Under the apple tree I've got the Pulmonaria, which I've showed you before, and that's obviously not in flower at the moment, but it gives a really nice ground cover with the leaves. And I sowed a few annuals as well, of seeds that I bought from Higgledy Garden. So I've got the California poppy, don't ask me to pronounce the proper name, begins with E, but yeah, I really like that. And I've also got this beautiful Borage, which I am immensely fond of. It does look a little bit weed-like, and it's very spiny as well, but I just think that these blue flowers are so vibrant and beautiful. And I also learned recently that you can eat them. So apparently they're nice, like in drinks and things, and people make ice cubes with them and things like that. So I'll definitely have to give that a go sometime. I've also got a few cornflowers that are budding up. That looks like a chrysanthemum, a rainbow chrysanthemum, and the Achillea. And if you've watched my earlier videos, you will have seen this growing. I grew it from seed. I started them off last autumn. It was early last autumn actually, and yeah, I got loads of plants because the seeds are so tiny. You end up with loads of them. So this is Achillea Cerise Queen. Really lovely colour. And I have seen quite a few hoverflies and ladybirds on them. Oh, that was good timing. There's a ladybird right there. So that's good, because I definitely need more ladybirds in the garden. And the apple tree itself really needs thinning. That's a job that I need to do, because you can see there's loads of apples, and it's still a very young tree. I think I planted it, it'll be 2 years this autumn. And I bought it from a nursery called Adam's Apples Nursery. It's a sunset apple. apparently it's a prolific cropper, but yeah, I really need to get on with thinning those out. Over on the front, I've got some Rudbeckia flowering. That's just started, just open now. And with that I've got, I think this is thyme and some chives. And in here I've got some calendula with a chilli. I think the chilli might be a bit squashed there. I've got my olive, which has had loads of flowers on it actually, so I'll probably get a few olives. And there's the Erigeron underneath it, these daisies, also known as Mexican fleabane, and lobelia as well. And I think this is such a good pot filler, this is, and it looks really good under trees like this as well. Okay, here I've got a few sempervivums which are neglected, but apparently they're okay, they don't mind being neglected. And in this pot I've got some sweet peas. This is sweet pea solstice rose. I did do a video on my sweet peas as well, not long ago. I haven't really cut from this and I really should, but I really, yeah, beautiful, beautiful colour. And in this pot I've got one of my favourite climbers, and that is a Thunbergia. And this is a pink one, and I've been trying to find a pink one, well, the seeds for a pink one for ages. I've grown the sunset, African sunset variety before, but I couldn't find any seeds for the pink one. But I saw a plant in a garden centre, so I bought it, and I just really like it. I just really like the shape of the flowers. There's only one in here, and I think they probably look better when there's more than one plant in it, but yeah, I just got the one. I really need to tie it in. There's one more thing I'm going to show you just before I say goodbye for now, and that is this black lace elder. And if you watched my video last month or even the month before, you'll see how much growth this has put on. It's gone really big, and we did have lots of flowers on it. You can still see some there, lovely pink flowers. I didn't try and harvest any, or I thought I'll leave it alone as it's its first year with me. I thought I'll just see how it goes and see if we get any berries. It looks like we will get some. Not that I don't think I'll do anything with them. I'm not 100% sure if these are berries that humans can eat. I know with the regular elders you can, like, you have to process them, like cook them, don't you? But I'm not sure with this variety, but it's a lovely plant.